Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all good. So there's no surprises of what this video is, and this week I've just got a quick little project and all it revolves around is I've got a lot of old CO2 capsules, which I bet a lot of you shooters out there have, and I need something to hang my pellet pouches on instead of just nails on the wall, etc. Something a bit tidier, something a bit more presentable. So what I thought is there's got to be a use for the empty CO2 cartridges. So what I've come up with is I'm first going to just trim the curved edge off, and just tidy a bit of wood up, sand it down, get it ready, and varnish it. But when it comes to the capsules, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the holes off, and I'm going to drill some holes and sit them in, nice and tightly with some epoxy resin or something like that, some Gorilla Glue. I'm going to put 4 of them along it, so there's like 4 pegs, and then just to finish it off, I'm going to add like the Umarex. I'll get it with the other hand. I'm going to add an Umarex CO2 cartridge along the top, just to give it that nice little finished look. I might actually add a couple along it if that looks better when I've finished, but at the minute just one in the middle, then you'll 100% be able to tell what it is. And I think that'll just look cool to hang pellet pouches on, or maybe hats, or even light jackets, maybe even keys if you want, I suppose. But this one is for pellet pouches. So the first stage is to just trim the edge off the wood, sand it, and just get it ready for varnishing or staining. And then I'm going to mark the holes off, and I'll give you a look at that when it's all trimmed and ready for drilling. So as you can see, if you can see, I've just marked off and tapped the 4 holes ready for drilling to fit the CO2 cartridges into as the pegs. And as you can also see, I've trimmed the ends down and just sanded it and tidied it up a little bit. And the next step is to just drill the holes ready for the CO2 cartridges to fit into and glue into, and then just give this a few coats of varnish or stain. I haven't decided yet, but either one's going to look great, and I'll let you have a look at that when that's done and it's ready for the next stage. And that's I think that was 3 coats of dark oak varnish. Let's give it a really nice gloss look to it. It's brought the grain out nice as well. Make scrap wood, look presentable. And also you can see that the holes are drilled for the CO2. So the CO2 will just be glued in, and there'll be 4 of them, and then there will be the one across the top. So that's the next job to do. Glue the CO2s in, let them dry, and then put the decorative one across the top somewhere. I'll let you have a look at that when that's done, when it's finished. So as you can see, the final stage and the completed stage, the finished thing, is done. So the 12-gram CO2 capsules are now glued in and dried, and we've got the Umarex one across the top. I don't think that looks that bad. It's pretty effective actually. I think at some point I'm going to make another one, maybe a different shape. And as you can see, the 2 U-nails in the top just to hang it up with. So not bad for a quick project really, quick 5-10 minutes here and there. You know, a bit of filler for the channel, and a good way to get rid of some of the old CO2 cartridges. So just going to mount it on the wall, and it's ready to take your keys or your pellet pouches or hats. I'm not too sure how well it would stand up against heavy jackets, but it's not bad for keys, pellet pouches like I said. I hope you've enjoyed the video, the short project, or even found it useful. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.